Okay. Another day, another pill. I haven't seen Hay in a while. Might as well make myself breakfast. Or is breakfast? It's 11:26 p.m. Fuck do I mean breakfast? I've adopted a fucking Australian's time zone. God damn it. Let's just see what's on the camera just in case it... Oh. I guess I'll meet him. He looks friendly enough. Hello?
You know, I was beginning to think that you were just like dead asleep for a hot minute.
No, the alarm's on the fritz.
Oh.
Front door alarm's on the fritz, I'm afraid. Though I had just woken up.
Well, that explains why it took so long.
Yeah, I've adopted a fucking Australian's time zone. Who are you? I really should have asked that first, come to think about it. I'm so fucking scattered.
You did just wake up.
There is that. Probably the best time for a burglary.
In any case, you say that like anyone's able to break into this.
Oh, fair. But you did look friendly.
Oh, that's because I am. You know the rabbit that half the people who come by talk about? I know him as well.
How many people does he know?
To be fair, I'm his business partner, or his brother's business partner. That's, you know how it works, right?
I guess. Sure. I know a guy who knows a guy.
In any case, I'm Silas. And the only reason you're actually in this place specifically is because I found it first.
Oh. I was told that the rabbits had this, like... I was told that this place was scouted out by the rabbits. Here, let me... Careful your tail.
Well, the place was found by me and actual coordinates were given to the rabbits.
Right. Alright, come on in.
Well, the place is a lot cleaner than last time I saw it, that's for sure.
I mean, I don't recall it being dirty, so I'm pretty sure they just cleaned it up before I came in.
Probably. Funny considering that most of the rabbits are, I say most of them, they're all in the wasteland, including me.
Could have fooled me. You look like you run a designer shop.
I don't run a designer shop, I run a tech company.
I mean, wish I had a turtleneck like that.
Well, almost there with the
This is more just a satyr.
I was meaning in terms of the way the fabric is.
Well, fair.
In any case, two reasons I'm here. One, checking up on you.
Yeah, I haven't had my daily pill yet.
And reason 2 why I'm here is it's gonna sound strange.
There it is.
So you know a surprising amount of Cybertronians, right?
I mean, I do still remember watching the movies.
Okay.
Yeah, the glass I use with it.
Okay, with that in mind, do you have any remembrance on refining of energon by chance? I'm gonna need to explain myself, aren't I?
Yeah, no, you don't just bring that up to me like I'm the expert of all things Transformers.
Okay. Putting it simply.
I mean, is this about that Eclipse girl?
Yes, and also the other one that's currently sitting in the warehouse that Jack has. And another one in an entirely different location that he's come across. Who has managed to who supplied him with a chunk about, I want to say like the size of this stool, or at least like the dimensions of the seats, and it goes up to about there-ish.
I see.
A chunk that big, unrefined energon.
Jesus.
And so it also sprung to mind that it's unrefined, therefore will give less.
I mean, there'll probably be less that actually comes out of the refining process that goes in. I mean, that's probably how these things how the fighting happened in the first place. Just give me a sec.
Well, I'm just going to assume that I'll continue listening while you do that. In any case. In any case, that's why I ask if you have any remembrance of the sort, because you know a surprising amount, apparently. As I was told before coming here.
So apparently I'm the only person that fucking watched the series before I got stolen again.
To be fair, maybe the series doesn't exist for some people.
That's probably true. I mean, for fuck's sake, where I came from, it was 2025. Or should be 2025 currently. At least...
Fucking hell,
assuming that they're
outdated.
right. At least assuming that, well... assuming that what Max said is true. At least of where I'm presumably from, I don't remember. That was how this all started.
Well, in any case. Any remembrance of the song, or am I just gonna have to do guesswork when I get back?
I know it's something about like a lot of pressure. It's like how coal turns into diamonds, right?
I don't know why you say right like I know. At least
I mean, I assumed you probably at least know about that process.
Coal to diamonds, absolutely. Energon to refined energon? No fucking clue.
I mean, I don't know. Did you speak with the actual Transformers first?
So okay. Apparently the one that Jack came across doesn't have too much knowledge on it. They simply operated the machinery necessary for it on occasion. Eclipse hasn't got a damn clue in any capacity, and Barricade is just a bitch.
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, alright, yeah. Fair enough. I know it was usually like at least one properly like scientific side on either side that was like very capable of it. It was like, was it Shockwave and I've forgotten the Autobot. Not Ratchet, that was the medical. I don't recall. I know, evidently, since it's relying on machinery to do that, obviously there's some form of conveyor to go with it.
Or maybe it isn't. Maybe it's like squeezing juice out of lemons.
Maybe.
I swear to God, if it's that simple, I'm going to lose it.
I don't know. Hydraulic press, probably clean up to ensure that, any toxic whatever that's in energon doesn't, leak into the refined product or stay stuck to it, I guess. Making it much more easy to absorb, I think. That's why there was those cubes, wasn't there?
Oh, cubes are different though.
I don't know, I might be mixing things up. I mean, to be fair, I only have the recent memory of watching it. I think if I actually had proper memory, I'd know. If I had all of my memories still, I'd probably know properly.
And odds are good it isn't just one series, and as a result there's inconsistency, right?
Most likely. I mean, she didn't look like...
time.
I mean, she didn't look... She looked similar, but not quite to... Well, a series I know I watched.
Yeah, well... In any case, I'll try the squeezing juice out of lemons type process first.
I suppose.
Again, the pretty sizable chunk to work off of. Can probably break a little bit off, see if it works. And if it doesn't,
I mean, I'm assuming
try
it's...
again with another bit.
I mean, yeah, it's not radioactive. Otherwise, we wouldn't be sitting here like this.
Well, I imagine. No, I don't know the properties of the thing. It's
I mean, if
sitting
the
at my
rabbit gave it to you, he'd have to be exposed
it's
himself,
sitting at
right?
It's sitting at my company building, and I didn't exactly touch it. I just watched him to walk in and then place the fucking thing on a table.
Well, evidently, I don't know, counters or Geigers or whatever didn't go off, so presumably, so I'm assuming it's not radioactive. I imagine he'd warn you if he did, if it was.
Alright, well, you say that. Funny thing. It's like, for some reason, I don't understand it. On any ordinary setting on a Geiger counter, alpha particles, beta particles, so on and so forth. So I put it up to, you put it up to the energon, fucking nothing. You put it in between the settings, it starts doing shit. And only with some of them. Only with like some of the Geiger counters. Others it just doesn't do anything. I don't understand it. It's so strange.
That's where you went. I can't read a damn word of what this dang bottle says. The only word I can read properly is like product of. I think it's in Spanish, I think, or Italian.
One of them.
Something. Maybe Portuguese. All I can tell is it just looks like apple cider.
Well, right. At the very least down here you don't actually have too much to worry about in terms of...
Except for my slowly falling apart sleep schedule. I mean, I woke up 30 minutes ago. It's like 11 p.m. Or at least it feels it. Not that I can tell unless I step outside.
To be fair, whose sleep schedule isn't fucked these days, especially an engineer?
But I'm not an engineer. I'm a fucking photographer.
Well, and at this current moment in time, you're someone who's under care and doesn't exactly have that much to do, so what's the point of a sleep schedule to begin with? It's very easy to have it fall apart.
I know hell, the only amount of schedule I've really got is making sure I take one of these damn things every day. wouldn't be
Oh, there's
surprised if I
something
adopted
if-
one of those people that live in caves and somehow adopt to a 32-hour schedule. Like, it's just the clocks that stop me.
Who knows at this point?
Anyway, even though I've already
Just don't
taken
held
it, it
back
should...
on it.
I mean, there's chairs over here.
Oh, sure. Ah,
Yeah.
why did I walk all the way over here? What's wrong with me?
You walked? I thought an engineer would,
Surprisingly, yeah.
drive or something.
You see how like half the vehicles I come across aren't immediately dismantled and put into different things.
I mean, I suppose that's fair.
And even the ones that aren't like disassembled and put into different things are, well, they don't exactly do that much. They're broken.
Yeah. Apparently, a good couple of these photos are, well, baked into the place directly, or at least as courtesy of the caretakers. Apparently, a couple of the others were panoramic shots I did. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be surprised if you're saying that to make me feel better.
Well, I wouldn't know either. After all, I didn't know you until now.
I mean, yeah. I'm sure that rabbit probably already told you what was up with me.
The whole missing part of the brain and rapidly deteriorating memory, which has come to a stop now, hopefully.
Thanks to the cure slowly getting rid of bits more and more over time. Or at least the actual illness part. They said I'd have to undergo surgery once it's fully cured.
My only question is, how are they going to get a proper, part of the brain in? That's the better question.
That's a very good question. Especially considering that I think last time they said they scanned me, a good chunk of the area around where it was taken is just black. I imagine I imagine it might have been external decay, but I guess the cure stopped it before it reached full, decay of everything. Because I remember the first step of the process for how this illness was supposed to go was me getting increasingly aggressive. Which is probably controlled by some part at the front of the brain.
Oh, well, evidently, you're not exactly aggressive now, are you?
No, I just swear a lot more.
Who would in your scenario? Let's be fair here.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm just still annoyed about how long it's taking at this point. It feels like I've been taking the cure more than I've been afflicted with this damn thing. At least I'm not being charged for it.
There is that, at least.
There is at
And
least
also
that.
to
It's
be-
like one of the few saving graces this place has.
And also, to be fair, there's the whole thing with the brain not having a good chunk of it, apparently.
I mean, I don't like to think about it, but well, when I'm stuck with nothing, after a while, that's just the only thing I do think about. There's only so many movies, so many books, so much access to the internet at a time. Apparently they haven't gotten rid of the people that have done this to me yet.
How the fuck have they not managed that?
I don't know, probably because they don't have that rabbit on board. I don't know. Either that or that damn or over there sticking to the shadows as hard as it can. Every last bit of shadow that doesn't have any light to it, I guess. I don't know.
In any case, odds are good with the whole brain thing. There's a chance that either they'll figure out a way to just grow a close match of the bit that's missing, or they'll
Pretty sure they
just implant memories into an existing brain that's similar enough to yours. I imagine blood type is also a factor.
Yeah. If I recall correctly, I think I went in for a medical scan literally right after me and Hay realized I was losing my memories. Like, as much as trying to get an earliest date as possible. She did also state she'd look into other hospitals or clinics or labs that I know I've admitted myself to. In exchange for, I know one laboratory was in exchange for money, which, well, can't have too much of. She said she might try and look into that place, see if there's a way to get a medical scan of me before all of that happened. I know they were looking for sample size. That's why there was probably a good chunk of different people there. I wasn't allowed to bring my camera.
In any case, hopefully this is sorted out.
Yeah.
If it isn't, well, I don't exactly know what would happen if it's never sorted out. I get stuck like this, or you're allowed to
just
go
stuck
out.
like this with a piece of my brain missing, stuck taking a fucking pill for the rest of my goddamn life. Or who knows what else.
The taking a pill part will eventually come to an end, that's for certain.
Yeah. The only annoying question I think every day is simply fucking when.
Question a lot of people ask every single day.
Is it gonna be when I eventually stop fucking vomiting?
Maybe.
Is that gonna be when that happens? Or am I just gonna have to keep vomiting and they're gonna have to run a check on me to make sure I'm not just eroding my stomach lining?
I'm pretty sure trying to think about everything is only making thoughts about everything so much worse.
It's just, you know what, can we, you know what, alright, you know what, let's change the subject.
Do you need a hug?
Please. Please. I don't know if these freckles will go away or even if they will just simply change shape to fit me better. Considering that, well, the only person I've been around most often nowadays is simply myself.
Well, at the very least, it could always be worse changes. Anything's probably one of the better changes that could have happened.
Considering it's only focusing on organics, there's no chance I'm going to start taking on a bang booze qualities.
I don't even know what the hell that would even entail.
Probably me getting even fucking shorter. $25 and I'm this goddamn height. No wonder I get carded everywhere I used to go. Even back in Nevada. retarded
You say
for
that, I
a
mean, all
fucking
this-
hot dog.
You say that. You say that. And meanwhile, there's all of the rabbits I know. Jack, Jonah, the Azazel, all the other fucking idiots.
Yeah, but they probably actually look like adults properly, not someone that just stopped aging at all, stopped growing or anything when he was 18.
You say that they're rabbits.
Yeah,
It's kind of difficult to tell what the actual ages look like.
they're fucking rabbits. They reach maturity. Like, tiny little rabbits reach maturity at like, what, 2 months old or some shit? I don't remember. I know they're not that, but, point still stands.
And also there's rabbits around roughly my height too.
There used to be one my height, apparently. At least they told me.
Or taller, who knows?
Or a little bit, I don't know. They just said that I used to know him. That he's who this necklace belongs to.
Military boy?
Yeah.
Whoever that may be, there's something me and him have in common then.
You're part of the military too?
Was a military. And full disclosure, that has nothing to do with this or this. Amusingly.
I mean, that sounds like that would have made a hot war story.
Unfortunately, it just makes a very irritating laboratory story, actually.
Oh.
And shortly after I finished serving some time in the military, I decided, let's do some mad science. And by mad science, I mean whatever the fuck, really. There I am doing my own thing. So it's really late in the night. There's not many people around about in the same offices. And it turns out I put just a little bit of too much of the current formula into the thing, drop a bit of metal into it, and boom.
Ugh. I shouldn't laugh.
And oh, don't worry, I find it funny myself.
Oh.
I laugh at myself more than anything. Because how the fuck did I put that in? How did I put too much of it into a fucking flask when I measured it? How'd that get there?
I don't know.
I blame the flux.
I know I keep hearing about that.
It's a pain in the ass, that's all you need to know. In any case, how the fuck do I put too much of the damn formula into a flask when I'm literally staring at the fucking measurement and a piece of paper as well that says how much is needed for a fucking thing? And as a result, since my arm was like this when I dropped it in, because I was expecting something to happen, I just wasn't expecting it to be so fucking violent.
And so you lost it.
Lost the arm, and then shrapnel flies all over the place. Almost die because it goes here.
Oh god.
Which explains why I sound the way I do. And, naturally one goes straight into the eye. That one was not nice.
Ugh.
It is right. Honestly, I wish it was a fucking grenade in the wall. That would have been way cooler.
I mean, either way, you still look pretty good.
Many a rabbit would agree.
Well, your boys is the metal arms rap head, and his brother, presumably.
Well, pretty much all of them agree. The women slightly less so because they know I'm gay.
Oh, that makes two of us.
Amazing. I don't have any comment on that.
I don't really know what else either. You're probably already with somebody.
So the only comment I can properly make is welcome to the club.
I've been welcome to the
You
club
already had a
for...
welcome.
I don't know how long I've been welcome to the club, but I know it's been longer than I can remember.
Welcome back to the club building on this... I don't have a watch.
Just use the clock up there.
Or this.
Or that.
Which reminds me.
Nearly fucking midnight. That means projected I'm probably going to fucking vomit because of the pill I took earlier at like 3 a.m. God damn it.
Shipping issues, my favorite.
Oh? Saying you were just talking about how a bunch of the rabbits had the hots for you.
That's not what I meant.
I know.
You know what I mean, boxes and shit.
I know. I just wanted to get a giggle. So there you go.
Something to sort out later. I cannot be fucked right now.
After all, you're busy.
Well, naturally, I'm busy like 90% of the time. It's very irritating. It's no wonder I don't get sleep. Not to mention these.
Probably need regular maintenance.
To be fair, I just take this off and... Well, let me tell you, it's very uncomfortable to have my eyes closed for an extended period with this in.
Fair enough.
So as a result, I just pop it out.
Yeah, useful at least in making sure you don't have sleep time damage. Are you already with somebody, by chance?
Jack's brother, Jonah.
Oh. Fair enough.
So while we're thinking of something, I don't blame you if you were.
I mean, apparently I did used to date a military guy. I guess old habits transcend memory?
Likely.
Sorry.
Look, I don't mind things being said, so long as no action's taken.
Well, at the very least, I guess Jack's brother at least takes care of a more organic maintenance. I'm sorry.
You know, it gets funnier. It gets funnier if you know more. You don't know more, but I know more, which makes it funnier for me.
Oh, God. The rabbits like to burrow deep, don't they?
Trust me, dragons do too.
I'm sorry. I got tears in my eyes.
Robert's not the only one who liked to bury deep, huh?
Oh, God, fucking damn it, I needed that.
Oh, hey, at the very least, things are looking better for you, if nothing else.
If nothing else. Yeah. It's just a matter of how long it's gonna take.
How long you say it's been going? Probably not too long left.
Hopefully not. I'd rather not miss summer. That's where the best photos can come out. I mean, look at this.
It's also the absolute worst time of the year. The giant ball is back in the sky and it's angrier than usual, and more people are around screaming.
Yeah, but you get really nice cloud shots.
And the bugs are back! The fucking bugs are back!
The bugs are better ambience than the constant noise of cars on the road.
Honestly, I prefer that.
Difference of a scientist versus a photographer, I guess. Science vet.
For a scientist, a military vet, engineer, that's another thing I do. Oh yeah, I was a combat surgeon.
Oh shit, really?
No wonder I wasn't shot at nearly as often.
Huh. Probably because you stayed back. And well...
And you know, it's a war crime to shoot, medical personnel.
That is true. And hey, at least you stayed pretty for it.
Why, thank you.
I mean...
You're quite pretty yourself.
Oh.
I can see why someone would like those crimson eyes. After all, Jonah has crimson eyes too.
Is that Jack's brother?
Yes.
It'd be nice to see him at some point.
Oh, trust me, if there's one thing I know, pretty boys do get along quite well.
After all, we're right here. Makes it sound like if you weren't with him, you'd probably end up shackling with me at some point. Or one of the other rabbits.
Considering how much of a raging homosexual I am, yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna make do with the happiness while I can. I guess the accidental blissful ignorance of a lack of memory.
That's just the way of things.
Because, well, Hay was hesitant on the idea of giving back all of my memories. So there has to be something really bad in there.
Even regardless if there was something really bad or not, it's still just a good warning to be prepared for something. Because, sure, even if there wasn't something super bad like there maybe is currently, there's still other things that you probably don't like to remember for one reason or another. Whether they were embarrassing as hell, or it was probably one of the worst moments of your life.
Probably. But I'm still resolved on the idea of having all of it. After all.
If anything, I'm slightly glad that I got a major concussion during battle at one point. Made me forget a lot of things. I can't be embarrassed about something if I don't remember it.
Embarrassed about passable barrack stories or the horrors of war.
Well, yeah, if anything, I learned to stop being scared of the horrors. What's a good analogy? You know, in most video games where most of the time it's completely fucking horrifying, you shouldn't laugh. But you can't help but find some amusement in some of it, while also being scared for your life.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier to find out when you watch it back as opposed to replaying. Because, I don't know, maybe you were too busy being spooked to realize a body being comedically thrown at the wall. Or to you seeming comedically thrown, anyway. I mean...
That happened a surprising amount. You know how many people got their spines broken? It's impressive.
Have you seen Final Destination?
No.
A lot of the deaths in that movie is really just fate doing a fucking middle finger to, like, anyone thinking they could get through their day without, like, an incident. Swear to God, one of the scenes, a tire just looks like it comes from fucking orbit to decapitate somebody. Like, how the fuck... Even if it did make me scared to... Even if I feel like it did make me... The fact I still remember it still probably means it has a formative... Still in the recent memory. And probably explains why I was very distrustful of the forest when I was first moved here. Let alone the factor of, you know, going outside in the first place, knowing my condition.
To be fair, going outside period is a very scary prospect.
Not that. Not that. Just because I've been cooped up in here for long enough doesn't mean I've become a fucking neat. I don't know, maybe one of the rabbit girls has become more of one than me. Well, the problem is I can't go anywhere without being escorted.
Not there's too many places of interest. Maybe waterfront, but even then it's not exactly pleasant to go to. Ay. The wasteland that this bunker is currently situated in. Yes, I know it's in the forest. The forest is technically a part of the wasteland. There's a big lake off in one of the directions. Somewhere. There's a fisherman there, apparently.
But I wouldn't know. It'd be nice to be allowed to at least go somewhere again.
And hopefully a safe manner that doesn't involve going across the actual desert part of the wasteland.
Maybe.
Because if there's no thumpers, you can be damn sure that there's a giant sandworm waiting around. And if there isn't that, there's crabs around. If there isn't giant worms, there's quite big crabs. They're less hostile, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends. It just depends on the actual area they're in. If you're in a slightly more red-looking part, don't approach a fucking crab if you can help it. Anywhere else, usually fine.
It probably wouldn't be wise for me to go into the desert in any capacity.
I only mention it because there's not exactly many other things between us. Well, there's not much else between where you currently are and Zafira. If anything, this little forest spot is quite... It's like... You know how the UK was just a big patch of land, just kind of there? That's kind of like what this forest is like.
I mean, kinda? I mean, we're not an island, though. Or at least I'm assuming the forest isn't on an island.
You get the idea, though.
Yeah.
It's a patch of land that's away from anything significant. In this case, Zafira. Between the forest and Zafira, desert. And a lake in one of the directions.
Fair enough.
And at least a ocean somewhere.
There's somewhere along the way.
Oh, yeah.
You swear at the beat. Fuck. Christ.
In any case, well, I already told you what I generally do nowadays. Instead of,
Well,
instead of science experiments and, warfare. Sounds like a book.
it does sound like a book.
Sounds like a book someone would write. If I write a book, I'm naming it Warfare and Science Experiments. What would it be about? I don't fucking know. I'm not a book writer.
I don't know. I'm not a good writer. More of a good, like, this looks nice kind of guy. Apparently this one I took a picture of.
Well, in terms of being oh, this looks nice type of person, you've definitely proved that. After all, you're looking at me.
I mean, yeah.
And you see yourself in the mirror.
Hush. I mean, I do still worry about the freckles, though, but... The face
Again,
one
all things
appears to have... the face one appears to have slowed. Seems to have settled. I'm not sure how long it'll be until the rest of the body follows suit.
Again, could have been worse changes. If anything, that's kind of a better change, actually. To some, you're more attractive, that's for sure.
Am I?
I'd say so.
Do you think one of those rabbits would fall for me?
Abso-fucking-lutely. But I know exactly how most of them are. They're all complete bisexual disasters, some more than others.
Sheesh. Well, and evidently you got one of them nibbling on your carrot. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist.
Anyway, as I was saying... Back to what I was originally saying, I mentioned I have a tech company in the wasteland. Why in the wasteland? Fuck the city, I hate the city.
Fuck taxes and all.
Practically, that's half the reason.
Yeah.
Maybe a quarter, actually. Quarter? Half? Around about there. A third of the reason, there we go.
There you go. One of them.
Well, in any case, the most I have been doing is just supplying electronics and other things to anyone out in the wasteland who's able to afford it or can trade something of appropriate value. So having a tech company in the waste of all fucking things.
I mean, yeah. You already said yourself a third of the reason was because fuck taxes.
Naturally. What was I properly talking about? Oh, yeah, like, mainly just selling things to anyone who can afford it or has something interesting straight in or some weird doodad to knick-knack that looks funny.
Fair enough.
Sometimes I just trade things because I think the thing they're giving me is funny.
Or interesting.
which falls into funny sometimes, most of the
I
time.
suppose so.
Yeah, well, as a result of my general proximity to the rabbits, I was whipped around with the rabbits before the company. So we're just business partners to begin with, really.
Fair enough. And presumably at some point, I don't know if it's in the past year or what, became actual partners.
At least with Jonah, the fucking blue hot bastard.
I mean, I can't confess to agreeing, considering I haven't seen him yet.
I have a feeling he'd probably agree with you, man.
I don't know. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. Do you have a picture of him?
Several, in fact. Not that one, not that one, not that one, ooh, not that one, not that one either. Not that one. Not that one. Wrong folder, now I'll explain it.
Oh.
I need to organize this shit. I don't organize anything. There we go.
Okay, yeah, I can see your point.
With the nice crimson eyes.
So his are more starry. Although at the very least, I could be happy that the light hasn't gone out in my eyes yet.
One thing you can definitely be happy about having your head is, let's just say if I wasn't with Jonah, I'd be staring into your crimson eyes instead.
Thank you. Goodness. Stare into your nice teal and blue as well. Maybe I've just accidentally got a thing for military guys. I don't know.
You've got a thing for really hot men, that's what.
Well, don't most people?
Well,
Even
true.
if you're straight as a goddamn board, I'm pretty sure you'll admit, yeah, that guy looks fucking good.
I guarantee you, if I wore my other outfit today, you'd be seeing a lot more things.
Oh boy. Probably a good thing too. I don't want to take you away from Jonah. Nor do I want you to cheat.
Naturally, speaking of which, actually, I think I overstayed my welcome.
Oh.
Overstayed my welcome at least a little bit.
Yeah. Goodness. Well, at the very least, a pleasant first hour of my night, if nothing else.
True.
Thank you, Silas.
You're welcome.
I'm not... So, just as a quick question. Do you think Jonah finds you hotter with or without that blazer?
Oh, definitely without.
Fair. I do seem to like myself looking like this. Here, let me let you out. Maybe you can get somewhere with that energon idea.
You headbutt something enough and it opens.
I was inputting the code, okay? Just wait for your tail to come through. There. I'll open the door. Then I'll get to remembering to make myself breakfast.
Make sure you do that. Don't go starving, alright?
Yeah. See you later, you pretty bastard. Sheesh.
See you later, probably.
Yeah. Hopefully the energon goes well. Oh, now you're fucking working. Stupid fucking alarm. Stupid fucking thing. What was I doing before I heard the bell? Return on the camp. Right, yeah, I was gonna at least get myself a... No harm in grabbing a cider drink alongside my usual breakfast. Let's see, I had the knife and fork plate. Now I just need the extra cucumbers and